Hi, I'm Ben Rowe from Weatherby's and I'm at Chepstow Racecoourse, which can only mean one thing: it's the start of the new jump season, and I'm joined by Paul Ferguson, author of Jumpers to Follow. Paul, the book's been out for a few weeks. How's it all going?
Yeah, seems to have been really well received, and the feedback we've had, both on social media and people have spoken to. I think people who've read the book previously will notice obviously the difference since Weatherby's have had their input, splashing colour and silks etc. into the book. I think it takes it to a new level really, and as you say, the jump season is really about to get going today, so it's exciting times.
And you couldn't have asked for a better start. There's been quite a few winners which have been highlighted in the book, including a couple of your top prospects.
Yeah, 4 of the 40 leading prospects have run so far, 2 of which have been successful. Flying Angel, thought he was pretty impressive on his chase debut up at Perth, and he'll be in action again here later this afternoon. And Virgilio down at Newton Abbot yesterday, he won the intermediate chase, but he quickened up in smart fashion yet. So pleased with the results so far, yeah.
And just give the viewers, you're going to be doing a new online service as part of an add-on to the Jumpers to Follow book. Can you just give us a bit of an explanation of what that's about?
Yeah, well, the thinking behind it is that we're going to elaborate on the horses basically that are already in the book, and when the leading prospects are going to run, there'll be a bit about their chances on that day. We're going to do a weekly update, probably on either a Thursday evening or a Friday, which again will highlight. If you look at, for example, the race today, the novice chase, where 2 of the leading prospects are clashing, which isn't ideal, but and another horse, Clander's Oboe, that I was quite keen on in the book. So that kind of race that I'd like to elaborate on my thoughts on it close to the time when you've got more than one runner certainly, and then if there's horses that are fancy at other stages throughout the week, there'll be updates available. Yeah,
and there's also potential if you do see a horse that you do think's progressing, you could add that to your list.
Yeah, of course, yeah, that's certainly something we'll be looking to do, adding further horses to follow. Hopefully mapping out places for those to go, and even one went on the radar yesterday at Newton Abbot that finished third in one of the handicap hurdles that really caught my eye, so he'll probably be on the first update next week.
And it also gives you a chance to, if there's any changes from the book, to update those. There's been a few changes already from when we published.
Yeah, obviously there's nothing you can do from publication date. Horses do tend to move yards and things. One prime example is Jameson. He won a bumper last year at Bangor for Paul Morgan and Di Walters. He's been switched and now is at Nicky Henderson's yard. Things like that, so they'll go out in the first update, and it'll be ongoing really, as you say, throughout the season. Being a new thing, we'll be open to changes and see how it develops throughout the season, but certainly the main thought process behind it is that we can give updates closer to the actual race times on the horses that feature in the book.
So to cap it off, if you are a fan of Paul and a fan of Jumpers to Follow, you can subscribe to his online service for the season, get all his wonderful insight from a man who's a great judge, and details of how to subscribe will be found on bettrendshop.co.uk.